son, my oldest son, 22-year-old son named Aaron, is really following the Lord now. And that's just an amazing thing because he was so into alcohol and sex and drugs and all this thing. And he doesn't mind me talking about that because he'll tell you about it too. We try to read the Bible every night as a family. And if you read one chapter, you'll read the whole New Testament or the Old Testament, whichever you choose, in 1 year. And we did that, and we've tried to stay faithful to that, and we're in our 2nd year of doing that now. And I really feel like doing that every night and being faithful to the Lord has made Aaron come around to realize, our 22-year-old, that God is real, God is alive, that Christ is alive. He now has a personal relationship with the Lord. And I totally believe in Proverbs 22:6, where train your child up in God lest they turn away later in life. But they will always return to their training. And that kind of leads to the single. Hiding Place came out of a lot of pain and suffering in my life with my sons because they both were struggling. Our youngest son still struggles with his faith. But Hiding Place, I had the melody for Hiding Place for over a year, and I'd go out in concerts and just kind of play that little melody on keyboard to introduce another song that I had on radio. And it was just so cool because it was a soothing, calming melody that I felt like the Lord really gave me. And I would play it at the house, and my children would go, oh, or my boys would go, man, that's just a great song, Dad. You need to put words to it. It's just so cool. It has such an amazing effect on people. I was driving down the road one day, and I couldn't get the words to the song, and I just started thinking about my son, and he had been arrested, and all this kind of stuff, and my sons were having problems in school, and just all kinds of, just life gets messy. And I like to say that because life gets messy. You can relate to that, and I know everybody can relate to that. And I started to get tears in my eyes, and the words deep in my heart. I long for you, Lord, your words of life. I'm hanging on. And it's just like, they just started coming, and you're gonna pull me through the rain, through all my hurt and pain, you bring me through the rain. You give me peace. That just came into my heart. And so the words started coming to the song. And it took a little bit longer to really get things kind of in place, and I had a couple other people help me write the song. And we kind of put it together. And when we went in the studio and recorded it, just the magic happened. And I think it's time in my life to release that to radio because God is my hiding place. I turn to Him every day, daily. In Psalms it talks about God is our hiding place. He's our shelter, our shield, protect me from evil. And I totally believe in that message that has. And that place in my life now brings me to this point. The song's on radio now. It's doing well. It's getting some good ads, and we're excited about that. And of course, we'd love for you to consider that. It will touch so many people. We feel it's a blessing and honor to even be able to do what I'm doing. And I want to thank you for playing my music because I'm touching more and more people out there. But during this journey of writing this song, a friend of mine back in Nashville at the church I attend has a friend out in California who's in the TV and film business, and she's actually heard my music through this friend of mine in the church, and the lady that I met just recently, she said, oh my gosh, she said, where have you been? This is really good music. People need to hear this. And when she heard Hiding Place, it really moved her. And therefore, out of Hiding Place and this woman hearing my music, I was able to meet her, and we had lunch, and well, she's with me today, and I'm just so excited about her being here with me on this radio tour.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gingrich-Spiegel. I'm the executive producer of A New Shelf of Metalheads. And when I first heard Curt's song, Hiding Place, it just seemed to be incredibly appropriate for one of the episodes that we were doing. We were looking for a song that kind of offered solace and some comfort for this one particular scene that we shot. And I heard it, and it was hands down the most perfect song to, segue into this particular scene, because it does have a lot to do with things that are hiding and things that are found, and there's a great analogy there, and I thought it was a wonderful opportunity for a song that's a Christian contemporary song that can be brought into the secular community. So it was a great opportunity. I was really happy to meet Curt, and we worked very well together, and actually hoping to use more of the music in future episodes. So
it's been a great relationship so far. And she said, we're always looking for different movie soundtracks and for different television things. And it's funny how God took this song and molded it into this radio single from just my ideas in my head, what He gave me. I totally believe it was inspired of God. And it's being used now, and it's opened the doors and to her and to more people that she's associated with that love what I'm doing. and they want me to write and maybe do some more things for TV out, and she's from the West Coast out in LA. So it's kind of like, wow, you know, and I told my wife about it. I said, what's going on here, you know? And she said, well, I don't know. I think when you really decided to just kind of give it up and say, okay, I'm done, you know, what Lord, what do you want me to do? You know, where do I go from here? Then He blessed that. And I totally believe in that Bible scripture reading that we try to do every night. You know, if I'm traveling or something, we try to get on the phone, or she's traveling, my wife and my youngest son, we all sit down and we do that Bible study, you know, that one chapter of the Bible that we're working on in that certain book. So that's been really good for us.
You are my hiding place.